everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my pet channel. And as you can see, I am in the room with my rats. It's a little echoey in here because this room has not been turned into my art room yet. I will show you an overview of the room in a second. But if you're new to my channel, I just recently moved into a new house and I gave rats their own room. And I also have COVID, so please excuse the way I sound and the way I look. I do not even care what I look like anymore. Like, I feel like crap, but I wanted to get this done, so. I gave the rats their own room because I figured it would be a lot better on their respiratory systems to not be in the same room as my guinea pigs anymore. I actually have noticed a significant difference when you're just breathing and running around when they don't have the guinea pigs and the hay in the same room as them. They just seem a lot happier being in here. I wanted to say like a quick disclaimer before I get started with this video is that I wasn't going to film this video. I was just going to do the playroom area and enjoy it for myself and not film it. And that's because I do not enjoy making rat content online, and I've talked about this before, and it may make some people in the rat community mad. That's fine, but every single time I've ever posted something with the rat community and videos about rats, I always get like the most intense amount of hate I've ever had to deal with. And if you think I'm being dramatic, I literally had 3 instances where I told a person that I wasn't going to film rat content, and then they proceeded to harass me. And then when I blocked them, they proceeded to get their family members to harass me because I told them that I didn't want to make rat content. So there's some crazies out there, and for some reason, they're in the rat community. Not all of them, obviously, there's some great people, but I've had to deal with some crazy ass people online when it comes to rats for some reason. So I've said this before, I don't make rat content very often because it's not something I enjoy. The community ruins it for me, period. Wasn't going to film this video, but I know a lot of you nice people really do enjoy seeing them, and I know you do. And since my last video came out, my pet room tour, I've been accused by multiple people for my rats being dead because I didn't show them in the video. My rats aren't dead. They're completely healthy and they're fine. They're just in their own bedroom, and I clearly stated that in that video as well. So I just want to say a quick disclaimer. If you're here to leave hate or just be rude, then you're just going to be blocked from the channel and no one's going to see your comments ever again. All right, now let's get on to like the actual content. So yeah, I have this room here I'm about to show you. I have 3 rats if you're new here. They're a little over a year old, probably like a year and a half. 3 females, their names are Sage, Ruby, and Topaz, and I love them. They're amazing, but I am allergic to them. I didn't know that when I got the rats because I never really had much interaction with rats. Even working as a vet tech, I only had a couple interactions. So I never really knew that I was allergic to them, but I am, unfortunately. So these will probably be the last rats I ever own just because the allergies get pretty bad, especially when I'm cleaning the cage. And right now, having COVID plus cleaning their cage, I do not feel the best right now, I'm not gonna lie, but I love them. They're very smart, amazing creatures. And I have really enjoyed learning about them and everything like that. And I wanted to give them kind of their own room to be able to run around. So I've already done a video on this channel, and I will put it on the screen, and I'll try to remember to put the link down below, where I did a like $10 to $15 playpen area. And if you're on a budget and you'd like to follow what I did, I do have that video where I just used poster board from the Dollar Tree and I made a playpen area for the rats to play in. This is a little bit higher budget. All of the materials for this was about $50 to $100 because I bought some pretty expensive materials to build this area. So this one is more of a higher budget playpen area, where the other video I made was more of a lower budget where you can go to the Dollar Tree and do it. I'm gonna stop rambling on now and show you guys what I'm working with, and I'm gonna also show you the things that I'm going to be using to make the area happen. I'm hoping it's going to work out the way that I think it's going to work, and they're gonna be safe and everything's gonna be fine, so. All right, so here's the door to this room. It's a pretty big room, as you can see. So that's why I'm splitting it in half, where this half, which I have not set up yet at all, is going to be my art room slash sewing room. So these are my sewing tables over here. This is where I'm going to make all of my animal stuff, do my art, all of that fun stuff. And then this half, this little like caved in area, I figured would actually be perfect to turn into a little rat play area. So I originally was gonna make it like my little art area with like an easel and everything. But then I realized like this would just be a really perfect opportunity to give the rats like a really, really big space to play around in. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to be like separating this, and this whole area is going to be for them to play with. So I basically got to just rat proof this area over here. And I'm gonna show you the materials that I bought to make it happen. I just finished cleaning and changing out their cage. As you can see, they're all up here sleeping. At least 2 of them are. I don't know where Ruby is, but there's Sage and Topaz. And if you see her red eye, yes, I am well aware that she has a red eye. It's not blood. She produces extra tears in that eye, so sometimes it looks a little bit crusty and I do have to clean it for her. She's already been to the vet for it multiple times, so she's not sick, she's fine. So yeah, this is a double critter nation because I know somebody's gonna ask. I got it off of Amazon when I got them a 1.5 years ago, and it wasn't super expensive. And it's really nice. Okay, we're gonna have some backlight here because there is a window right there, unfortunately. I'm gonna show you the materials that I'm going to use. So I'm just gonna put this fleece that I have on the ground. Just so if they pee on here. I am going to be like cleaning the floor all the time, but you know. I have the grids that I'm going to use, and I'll show you what they look like in a second. Then I have a cardboard box that I'm going to turn into a dig box, a really big one. And then I have a tunnel. I'm gonna put this on the ground so they can run around in it. Then I also have a cat tree right here. This was my cat's old one. I've had it for a while now. I had a company send Spectra and Twyla a new one. So I figured since this is still in nice shape, I would give it to the rats so they can climb and play on it. I tried to clean it off and vacuum it the best I can, but you know, the cats have been using it for a while. So the cat tree's gonna go right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and push it. So as you can see, it's against the wall like that. So if they're like on top of their cage here, they can like jump down. So the next step is to just figure out how I want to make this. And I actually bought 2 boxes of these grids, so I think I'll have enough. If I don't know what I'm going to do. As you can see, these are what they look like. Now that I see them, they're not actually like super tall. Okay, so I tried to make this as sturdy as I could, and as you can see, there's like a little opening over here. This is just where I get in and out. I can fold it, but I have these weights down here, these really heavy weights that are gonna hold it in place when they're running around and they can't get behind it with the weights down there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting stuff on the floor. Alright, here is what it looks like. It used 2 boxes of these grids. Both sides are held down by some weights. Just put this on the floor, tunnel, gonna put some food in the dig box, and then here's this. There are more things that I would like to buy for the play area for them to run around and play with, but if you guys have any suggestions of things I could buy for this outdoor area, let me know, because I want to get some cute stuff. I do have one idea that I already want to do, but I'm going to keep it a secret because I do want to film it. So they're all sleeping right now, as you can see. They're all up there sleeping, so I don't know if they'll want to come down. I guess I'll just go ahead and open. Okay, so I have the cage open. I don't know if they'll try to come out at all. Every single time I try to do free roam time with them, they rarely ever even want to come out and play in the play area. Like, I try so hard, and people get on to me because they're like, you don't free roam them 4 hours every single day. It's like, no, I don't, because they won't even free roam 4 hours a day. Like, they literally just ignore me. Okay, well, it's been like 45 minutes and I've been sitting on the floor waiting for one of them to come out. And I'm not gonna force them to do it because I don't want them to get scared. So I guess I will just try again in a little bit, like later this evening, tonight. Because usually, like, when it gets dark outside, they come out a little bit more. I'll wait a couple hours and see if they'll come out. I'm not gonna have the best lighting then, but it's later in the night and I've had the doors open for like another 15 minutes now. And as you can see, Ruby keeps like coming out and thinking about it, and then she runs back inside and wait and see if they come. See if they come down, because I think they want to. everyone. It's a couple days later. It is January 12th. I do apologize for the noise in the background. I do keep a heater on in here, like a space heater, because for some reason this room, and this is the only room in the entire house that doesn't get super warm up here, because the whole upstairs of my new house gets really, really warm, but for some reason it just does not come into this room, I guess because that's at the end of the house. So I keep a space heater in here to keep it warm. I'm not going to turn it off because then I'm going to get cold, and I don't really feel like being cold. So as you could have seen from the little bit of footage that I was able to get, I'm going to try to get some more if I can. But the girls came out a little bit. They'll come out and they'll like dig in the little dig box. Topaz really likes going on the cat tree. I think I just need to maybe get them some more toys or something. I ran through this a couple of times, and yeah, I open it multiple times a day to see if they want to come out and play, and usually they'll come out at night for like 30 minutes. They'll kind of run around and climb up the cage and stuff like that. But other than that, they completely act like I don't exist. But I wanted to show this because it's rat related and I got it in the mail. I think they sent it to me before Christmas, but I wasn't able to open it until after Christmas. So I got a package from Ratty Crochets, and I will try to put their accounts down below. Their Instagram is Ratty Crochets. Instagram of the rat who started it all is Merlin_the rat. And then they wrote me a little letter, and it says, I'm a small business of mostly crocheted items for rats, and I've been watching your channel for a while, and I thought that since I have my own business, I'll send you a package. They made a code for 10% off for you guys, and the code is AlyssaNPets10. I'll put it down below. So if you want 10% off their shop, use AlyssaNPets10. I'll show you what they made me. So I am a person who crochets as well. I've been crocheting since I was a little kid. Not to brag, but I do think I'm very good at crocheting. Like, there's not many things that I can't crochet, and that's not me trying to be cocky. I'm just very proud of the fact that I'm pretty good at crocheting. So they made me this cute little stocking, and I believe they sent this before Christmas, so I will use this next Christmas. Super cute. And then these are little like hammocks for the rats. So I don't really know what material they used, because it's like this rope material, definitely heavy duty. I think the rats won't destroy this immediately. And it's this cute little like hanging pod, and I think the rats will really like this actually. And I like that it's like stretchy, and it seems like it'll last a pretty decent amount of time. It'll definitely fit all three of the rats if they really shove themselves in here. I've noticed that they really can shove themselves into really small spaces. And then they also sent me this hammock with little like safety pins that you can use to hang it onto the cage. This is really nice as well. It's black, and once again, it's this really thick like roped material, really stretchy, washable. It's really nice actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang these inside of the cage, and I'll put their Instagram down below. But yeah, once again, their cage has been open for like 20 minutes now, and they have absolutely no interest in coming out. They just hate me, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I hung this one right here, just kind of like in the entrance, and then I hung the black hammock back here. I really, really like that one. That one's really cool. Two of the girls are in this one right here. This is their favorite hammock. I have to wash it like all the time because this is the one that they like to sleep in the most. And they also really like that purple tunnel back there. I'm trying to see if I can show them, but they dug themselves, you can see their fur right there. They dug themselves all the way in there, and they tore a hole. There's already a hole right there where they could have gone in it, but they decided that they wanted to tear a hole into the whole thing. You could see how heavy it is because they're in there. Yeah, I don't really know if they're gonna come out anymore today, and I'd really like to get this video out today or tomorrow. So if I can get some more footage of them running around and playing outside in this new free roam area, I will post it on my Instagram story, or I will post it on my Instagram. So I'll have my Instagram down below, but here's just another overview so you guys can see it a little bit better in the daytime. So once again, this is a double critter nation, a cat tree, dig box, little tunnel that they can run around in, and then I just put some fleece down. The rats were playing with these like little plastic things, so I just kept them down. This has held up very well, in my opinion, with the weights holding it back like this so they can't get into the crack between the wall and right here. It's just bending a little bit because I have to bend it to get out, but it has held up really well, and I've had this for a little over a week now, and they have no way to get out. They've tried, I've watched them, and they don't get out. Their favorite thing to do is to climb up and run around the top of the cage, and I think I'm gonna put some padding down there so when they're running around down there, it doesn't hurt their feet. So I'll probably put some like little bedding or a fleece or something down there at that bottom part because they like to run around down there too. And like I said, Topaz really likes the cat tree. It's hard to see because it's like really backlit right now. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now. This is what the playpen area looks like. I don't really know how big this play area is. I mean, it's half of the bedroom. My next step for my main channel is to set up this room. This is, like I said, going to be my art room and my sewing room. This is where I'm going to make all of my Etsy store eventually when my Etsy shop is officially opened, and all of my liners for my guinea pigs. I have some down there. So I'm gonna these are my sewing tables, and then this is my art table, and I'm gonna have just a big art room in here. So I'm going to be in here quite a lot. I also wanted to put up this really tall barrier right here too, because when I'm in here, I want to be able to keep the door open so my dogs and my cats can be in here. And I know that my cats cannot jump this high. They definitely could try if they wanted to, but whenever this door is open, their cage is going to be closed. So even if they are able to jump over, they're not going to be able to get to the rats. So don't worry about that. But it'll be safe from the cats when the door is open. The cats won't get all up in the rats' business and try to hit them through the bars and stuff like that, because I know my cats will try to do that. So I like that we have this nice barrier. Let me show you what it looks like from the other side. So if you're standing by the door, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's pretty tall. It almost touches up here. If I had 2 more grids, it would touch up at the top. My idea was pretty good. If you guys have any other ideas on how to make it a little bit more sturdy, then let me know, but I still need to be able to get in here. I literally just move it. I move it like this, and then I squeeze into this little hole right there, and then I just close it back and I open it like this, and then I put the weights down. So it's not that hard to get in and out of, but it definitely bends it a lot. So I think over time, this thing is definitely going to fall apart, but it's okay. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I didn't get too much footage of them playing around. Literally for the past week, I've been trying to get footage of them playing, and I could only get 2 days worth of them playing. I'm going to just keep trying every single day until they feel really comfortable for when every single time I open the cage, they're like, oh, I can come out and play, because that's pretty much what I try to do, is that I just keep these doors open, and sometimes they'll kind of just look at me and then go back to sleep. And then the other times they're a little hesitant, but they eventually come out. So I don't really know why they're being like this. I think it's maybe because they're in a new place or something, because when I had the playpen before, they would just come right on out and play and didn't even think twice about it. But I guess now that we're in a new place, they're a little bit iffy about it. I don't really know if rats are like that, if they can feel the change in where they're at. I don't really know, but they're starting to get a lot more comfortable with this new area, and they really like the cat tree, so I'm glad I decided to bring that in here. If you guys have any toy ideas for this playroom area, definitely let me know. There are a couple on my Amazon wish list that I want to get eventually. There's this little frog tub thing. It's like a little sink, and it has little plastic toys, and you can turn the sink on, and you can put little peas and stuff in there. They can go pea fishing. I'm gonna buy that eventually. So if you guys would like to see future videos on me just giving them new toys to try, then definitely let me know. I feel like that would be a fun video to make. I also want to say a quick disclaimer: if you are wanting to free roam your rats in a big area like I'm doing, always make sure that you are monitoring them. There are so many horror stories of people's rats free roaming and chewing into outlets, starting fires in their house, killing themselves on accident because they're chewing through electrical wires and all of that. So always make sure that you are monitoring your rats. I am never letting them free roam without me in the playpen with them, or at least in the room, because you never know what rats can do. I have a window right here, I have outlets. I have baseboards that they could chew. There's a lot of things that they could do when I am not watching. So always make sure that you are being safe with them when it comes to free roaming, because while rats are literally just amazing little animals, they have some strong teeth and they can really chew into some things in your house and really destroy things that you don't even know that they could. So just keep that in mind. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my Patreon down below. My patrons got pictures and videos of this whole setup about a week ago before you guys saw it on YouTube. So you get early access videos and pictures and behind the scenes of stuff. And then I also have my Instagram down below, and on Instagram I update you guys when new videos are coming out, so make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!